Shalom Israel. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, for blessing me to be in the right spirit in this current time. The spirit of getting the hell up out of here. And hey, Lord willing, we continue to be in that spirit. All right. I want to say double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for pushing that spirit out throughout the four corners of the earth. All right. And shalom to the elect for receiving the spirit, man. And here it is. The brother Ariaba, he has sent me this video. I'm guessing it's from World Star, which is Jake. Simple as Jake. All right, making light or making jokes out of real life situations. This is not something that's happening just only overseas. This is actually happening over here in the Americas. Which I perceive this video. This is on the train, of course. This may be over there in New York. And this may be over there in New York. And I want to name this lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Awake, awake, why sleepest style? All right, because 2/3, I've been saying this damn near every lesson I've been doing, and I want to continue to say is that the Lord is going to be justified in how he takes 2/3 of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans out. Because you sleep, man. Because you sleep, man. And what happens to somebody that sleeps hard, man? Normally, they wake up late for work. It takes something horrific, a loud ass sound to wake them up. They sleep through all types of storms and tempests. Whatever's going on around them, they don't know of it because they're such in a deep sleep. All right, and normally they wake up. You gotta shake the shit out of them, and they scared. They wake up in a panic and a frenzy. All right, and that's going to be 2/3 of you so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You're going to wake up to who the devil is. All right, you're going to wake up to understand that this society was not for you, that this society only leads to your destruction when destruction comes, man. When that ICBM missile comes and you only have 30 minutes to spend with your loved ones, man. All right, but let's play this video. We're going to get into it.
This coronavirus, that's going good. I'm going to stop playing good. Bro, I'm going to keep feeling the top. We're dealing with it. Oh! We good. Hell no. Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh! We good. Oh, this is wild! Yeah, this is wild.
Yeah, see, everything's a fucking prank to Jake, man. Everything is a damn prank, man. All right, but hey, the Lord ain't laughing, man. You the only one that's laughing. But the Lord ain't laughing, man. As a matter of fact, the Lord said, Proverbs 1:22. Actually, I'll start at 1:20. It says, wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. And the ones who are making this world turn upside down, the ones who are the most controversial is the prophets, man. The so-called perennial prophets of doom. All right, we the ones coming with bad news that you see week in and week out, man. Us of Great Millstone, at least. And those that follow and under the banner in like manner. So it says, wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. That's where we go out on the highways. We go out in the chief places of concourse, all right, or the shopping centers, your downtown areas. That's where you can see the so-called prophets of doom, prophesying of a death coming to this place. All right, we prophesy. All right, you got brothers prophesying in every language, man. So there's no excuse. All right, it says, she crieth in the chief place of concourse, and the openings of the gates, and the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Because fools do hate knowledge, man. Here it is. People are dying. People are being quarantined. Their lives are being changed over this coronavirus. And you got 2/3 niggas was just laughing over it, man. You know? And this is why we say we only out here for the elect, man. The ones that really sign that cry for the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Jake is still in La La Land, man. So in order for them not to be in La La Land, trouble has to hit home. And that's when it's going to be too late to get this word. All right? Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. So Yahweh Shemi Havashai is speaking right now. How's he speaking through the prophets? The Most High say he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. Amos 3 and 8, 3 and 7, 3 and 6 through 8, actually. It says, because I have called and you refused. All right, how's the Lord calling? How do you know that we not just talking some craziness? All right, and how the Lord actually called us, man. Why? Because the things that we have been saying are coming to pass. We've been speaking about pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All right. We've been speaking about job cuts. All these things are happening. All right. We've been speaking about how America is going to fall by way of thermonuclear missiles. All these things are happening, man. How all across the world, there are going to be uproars of the people. Are not all of these things happening? There's famines all across the world. All of these things we speak about, man. Which is contrary to everybody else because they speak about prosperity. All right. Or if they do speak about, destruction, is not to where they might speak about it here and there, but not really at an alarming rate. All right. They may touch on it. They may dab on it. Nah, man, we going, like the scripture say, whether they hear, whether they forbear, man. We're going to say, bring out the same precepts, show you the same pictures, all right, until that destruction happens, man. The scriptures tell us to make it plain upon tables. Because I have called and you refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel and would none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamities. So when them same niggas, and the ones that was actually making jokes about, them carrying the coronavirus on a train, which makes no damn sense, if it's that deadly and that toxic, why would you just be freely carrying it around like that? But anyway, the Lord said he's gonna laugh at your calamities, man. When you're on your deathbed, when you are dying, on your deathbed of a horrible, horrific death, the Most High is gonna laugh at you, man. I will mock when your fear cometh. All right, when it's not a joke, guess who's gonna be laughing? The Lord. All right, and us, man, as we represent the men of the Lord. I mean, as we represent physical, aspects of the Lord, man. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you. All right, because hey, you laughed when it wasn't the time to laugh. So guess what? The Lord is gonna laugh when you feel like it's not a time to laugh, man. It's nothing funny right now, man. All right. But I just say, even Jake got that saying, a hard head make a soft ass. All right. This is Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to build, a time to break down and a time to build up. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. Okay? So, in the kingdom, yeah, it's going to be a time to laugh. But right now, as all this death is happening, it's a time to mourn, man. You don't go to a funeral. You don't go to a funeral and bust out laughing, man. That would be disrespectful. So here it is. There's mass death happening, and Jake is just, in La La Land, lollygagging, man. Laughing and joking, cracking jokes. Somebody might beat your ass, man. You go to a funeral and what the hell you laughing about, man? You know, this is a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rend and a time to sue, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. All right, so this is the time of war, and that's another thing. Jake was over there making fun of World War III, making dumbass World War III memes. All right, so again, when it's time to, um, hey, when calamity hits you as a whirlwind, we gonna be laughing at your dumbass. All right, well, you should have listened, man. All right, this is Proverbs 17:10. This is a reproof entereth more into a wise man than 100 stripes into a fool. Because a fool, even after being, you know, even after being, getting his ass whooped multiple times, he still won't get it. All right, that's why in the law, you have certain instances where a son who was just negligent, at everything, lazy, no good, you would have to put him to death, man, because there was no remedy to him. Just like there's no remedy for you 2/3 but a nuclear missile. All right. It says a reproof entereth more into a wise man than 100 stripes into a fool. Now, if you whoop a man 100, you hit a man 100 times in the back, he's gonna feel that for a while, man. But that's still nothing. All right. That's so basically going to show you how hard-headed Jake is, man. They won't get it. They rockheads. An evil man seeketh only rebellion, therefore a cruel messenger shall be sent unto him. Let a bear robbed of her whelps meet a man, rather than a fool and his folly. All right? If a bear robbed of her whelps, he gonna go crazy, to get that kid back, man. Rather than a fool and his folly, because that's a dangerous thing. A dangerous thing is a fool and his folly, man. It says, whoso rewardeth evil for good, evil shall not depart from his house. I want to skip down to verse 16. It says, wherefore is there a price in the hand of a fool to get wisdom, seeing he have no heart to it? All right. So there's a price. You're going to learn the hard way, man. You're going to learn to fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You're going to learn, what the Lord is saying to you, man. You're just going to have to learn it the hard way. All right. This is second Esdras, chapter 9, verse 7. It says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall, I start at 6. I start at 5, actually. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and the end, and the end is made manifest, and the end is manifest. From chariot sightings, all right, to earthquakes, pestilences, famines, uproars of the people, all of that's happening. This proves that we're in the end. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in the world and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. All right. It says, even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. All right. Signs of the heavens. All right. And so on and so forth, man. Signs in the earth. All right. And the major sign is that we out there on the highways and hedges. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed. All right. So the ones that's going to be saved from the peril is the ones that have taken it seriously. All right. And therefore what? Went out there, all right, did the works, and prayed to Yahweh Shem Yahushai that these perils not befall them, the elect. All right. I quoted earlier Ezekiel 9, where it says, set a mark upon them that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. All right. It says, then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways. Clock it, verse 8. Shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. All right, so Jake getting ready to learn, man. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law, while they had yet liberty, and was yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood it not, but despised it. The same must know it, all right? The same must know it after death by pain, all right? So, hey, man, keep taking shit for a joke, all right? Keep taking shit for a joke. The game's about to be over, man. All right? The games are about to be over. This is Isaiah chapter 52, verse 1. This is, awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion, put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem, the holy city. For henceforth there shall no more come Slaki. I'm going to read it again. It says, awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion, put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem, the holy city. All right, which Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. All right, Yerushalayim is the city of peace, meaning a city of peace, which makes up you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right, and of course those of you that may look like these other nations that are scattered abroad. All right, the scripture is telling you to awake and put on your garments. What are your garments? Let's see, Job 29. Job 29 and 14. I put on righteousness, and it clothed me, my judgment, which as a robe and a diadem. All right. So putting on his word, all right, putting on righteousness, fearing before Yahweh Shem Yahushai, which that's righteousness, man. All right. Following the laws, which following the laws shows that you love Yahweh Shem Yahushai, not eating shrimp, pork, crab, and lobster. All right. Fearing at his word. All right. Not getting lineups. You know, getting close to him, man, because the days draw nigh, man. All right. So, with that, Lord willing, you Akim will edify. Shalom to the elect.